Welcome to Polymath Gang. I have not introduced myself yet, so here I am. Lavish, a software engineer by profession, but a lot of other things by passion. And today, I would like to tell my story, the story of a little boy who hid behind the shadows of the family to becoming a confident speaker who can stand in the center of the stage with a mic. The molding of a leader, an engineer, and an artist. I didn't possess any special talent when I was born. I was so shy to dance. I was bad at language to speak, too small and weak to be good at sports. Till the age of 20, I was no one. I was just a lonely, weird person in all social aspects. That's when I met some people in the parish, a small group of young people, a bit elder to me. It was a charismatic group named Jesus Youth, affiliated to the church. That was the turning point of my life. Yet, I had humble beginnings. I was almost a silent person for 1 year. I was never a conversation starter, but they encouraged me to speak more and more. After each week, I started feeling more and more confident. 1 year passed by, and the coordinator had to move out because of some personal commitments. That's when they chose me as the coordinator, as I was the jobless guy in the group. Not because of my talent, but I was the youngest and never knew how to say no. As more responsibilities came to me, I stopped having a choice to hide away from social context. This situation I faced started to build my social skills. That is, to talk to people I do not know much, to raise my voice at things I felt wrong, to share my ideas and mark my opinions. This is why I say to the elders who complained about the young generation having no responsibility. Because you cannot wait for a person to be responsible before giving responsibility. It is the responsibilities which make a person grow as a responsible person. That was the phase where I learned two things in my life. You perform better when you think you don't have a choice to back out. Second, practice makes it perfect only if you have critics around. During my tenure as a parish coordinator, I was scrutinized for my aggressive attitude, unsophisticated usage of language in a social context. But with the mentorship of my seniors like Anish brother and Anthony brother, I molded myself as the leader I am today. Moving forward to the second phase of the transformation. Becoming a proud engineer even after passing with the least marks in my class for my BTech degree. I was just an average student throughout my bachelor's, yet I was able to win many awards in my professional life. I'm going to tell you how. In college, I was too naive to listen to others. I was too stubborn and adamant in my attitude. I thought I could pass around with what I have. I never followed anyone. I just walked around with my own thoughts like I owned the world. I refused to learn from my own mistakes and the others. That's when I heard the quote from the TV series Spartacus. Learn to follow before you lead. This had a rippling effect in my thoughts. That's when I realized I could see much further if I stand on the shoulders of the giant. Thanks to Sir Isaac Newton who said that. Following, I started to improvise my methods. Starting with my academics, I learned to read better, write better, and speak better. Over the semesters, my marks improved. I cleared all my failed papers in my previous semesters. What was the change? That is, my attitude towards the learning. I started learning in an accelerated phase. I created conscious curiosity around the subjects I liked. Therefore, the summary here is, to be an engineer, you don't need to be super extra brilliant, but discipline and an open heart to learn things which already exist. What made me a distinguished engineer is not brilliance, but resilience. The patience to understand the boring topics, diligence I showed in learning the things which may seem trivial. Yes, it was not an easier path, but I will never say it was a complicated one. As I entered this profession, things started to come to me naturally over the time. Finally, I want to talk about how the hidden artist inside me materialized over the years. Other two things which I talked about was not new to my life. I had showed some basic skills in those trades from childhood. But the artistic side is something which surprised even my own mother. Let me start with who is an artist. An artist is someone who blends the elements harmoniously, which never existed together before, to improve the synergy of the system without disturbing the equilibrium in existence. Anyone who creates music can be an artist. A painting or a new choreography are all accepted forms of art. But is that all? No. Anyone who can see through the people and nature and see what no one else can see is also an artist. Then he uses his skills and knowledge he acquired over the years to materialize those visions to reality. therefore bridging the gap between the divinity and the humanity. Before the age of 20, I never got on the stage. The reason for that I shall be sharing in another video. But once I went on that stage, the ability to express myself in front of others made me realize how much of my life I was missing. People say we should not seek appreciation, but the life of an artist is sustained solely on the same. As I had more and more experience in the entertainment field, I understood it is okay to look for recognition because without which the artist inside dies out eventually, becoming a machine doing the mundane task every day. But make no mistake, an artist is not someone who grows an hair and do something completely unorganized. All the successful artists lived a respectful life. They were grateful to the God and the people around them for making them what they are. So here I am, the living proof that the making of a polymath is not a one-time process, or being a polymath is not your birthright, but outcome of a conscious effort to improve one's own life, evolving around the experiences and learning from every aspect of the life which is around you. So keep learning like you never die, and I shall be back with more stories. See you soon.